Hey there, in this video, we are going to talk about the impact of tourism on local communities and the environment. The impact of tourism on local communities and the environment is a topic of increasing concern worldwide. While tourism can bring economic benefits to communities, it can also have negative consequences for the environment, local cultures, and traditional ways of life. In this video, we will explore the impact of tourism on local communities and the environment, and some of the ways in which these negative impacts can be mitigated. Tourism is a major industry in many parts of the world, providing jobs and economic benefits to local communities. However, it can also lead to environmental degradation and cultural homogenization, as well as social and economic inequality. The tourism industry can be divided into two main types: mass tourism and sustainable tourism. Mass tourism is characterized by large numbers of tourists visiting popular destinations, often resulting in overcrowding, environmental degradation, and cultural homogenization. Sustainable tourism, on the other hand, seeks to minimize negative impacts on the environment and local communities, while maximizing economic benefits. One of the negative impacts of tourism is environmental degradation. The construction of hotels, resorts, and other tourist facilities can lead to the destruction of natural habitats and ecosystems, such as coral reefs, forests, and wetlands. This can have a devastating effect on local flora and fauna, as well as on the communities that rely on these resources for their livelihoods. Another negative impact of tourism is cultural homogenization. As tourists flock to popular destinations, they often bring with them their own cultural norms and practices, leading to the loss of traditional ways of life and local cultures. This can have a negative impact on the social fabric of local communities, as well as on their sense of identity and pride. In addition, tourism can also lead to social and economic inequality. Large multinational corporations often dominate the tourism industry, leading to the concentration of wealth in the hands of a few, while local communities are left with little economic benefit. This can lead to a widening gap between rich and poor, and to social tensions and conflict. Despite these negative impacts, tourism can also have positive effects on local communities and the environment. Sustainable tourism, in particular, can provide economic benefits to local communities, while minimizing negative environmental and cultural impacts. For example, sustainable tourism can involve the development of ecotourism projects, which seek to protect natural habitats and promote conservation. In addition, sustainable tourism can also involve the promotion of local cultures and traditional ways of life. This can help to preserve local cultures and traditions, while providing economic benefits to local communities. For example, tourists can be encouraged to visit local markets and buy locally made products, thus supporting local economies and preserving traditional crafts and practices. In order to promote sustainable tourism, governments, international organizations, and the tourism industry itself must work together to develop policies and practices that minimize negative impacts on the environment and local communities, while maximizing economic benefits. For example, governments can establish protected areas and wildlife reserves, while the tourism industry can promote sustainable practices, such as energy conservation and waste reduction. In conclusion, the impact of tourism on local communities and the environment is a complex and multifaceted issue. While tourism can bring economic benefits to communities, it can also have negative consequences for the environment, local cultures, and traditional ways of life. By promoting sustainable tourism practices, we can minimize these negative impacts, while maximizing economic benefits and preserving local cultures and ecosystems for future generations. Thanks for watching.